guys, today I'm going to share a recipe with you guys. This is a kids food recipe. It's summer holidays here and a lot of my cousins are over. It's always hard to figure out what to make for these kids. So I came up with a recipe. It's called sausage vegetable stew. I'll be sharing this recipe with you. I have my cousins actually assisting me today. One's going to be videotaping and the other one will be helping me with the ingredients. So I'll point out the ingredients for you guys and we'll get started. Okay guys, we're going to start off with the ingredients now. Everything will be posted on the down bar. So we're going to start off with approximately a pound of sausages. I got Italian sausages. You can use any other sausages you guys get at your supermarket. For vegetables, we got carrots, celery, onions, mushrooms, 2 large diced potatoes, and I got some fresh green beans from the garden. Also, we got ginger and around two large diced tomatoes, and I have some ragu tomato sauce and butter. We will also need a liter of chicken broth. I'm using chicken broth today, but you can also use vegetable broth. And also set aside another liter of water. We will be using that later on. And now for the spices, we have oregano, parsley, paprika, salt, garlic, roasted garlic, and black pepper. Okay, so we're gonna get started here. So I got my gas here on medium. So we're gonna start off by putting 1 tablespoon of butter in the pot. Got it? Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get the butter melted nicely. So once the butter is melted, I'm gonna put all the vegetables in. Now we're gonna add all the vegetables. Splatter. So again, my gas is on medium. Once all the vegetables are in, I'm just gonna make these vegetables pretty much sweat. I'm gonna put the lid on and let them sweat for approximately 10 minutes. And we'll see how the vegetables are doing after 10 minutes. Now that all the vegetables are in, we all toss them in the butter. And now we're gonna put the lid on it and let it simmer for approximately 10 minutes. While the vegetables are sweating in the pot, I'm putting my sauces on the barbecue. We want to cook these up. If you don't have a barbecue, you can always put it in your skillet and do it indoors. Okay, we're 5 minutes into our vegetables now sweating. So at this point, we're getting a nice sweet aroma. At this point, we're gonna add a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of roasted garlic and black pepper. And then we're gonna put the lid back on it and let it go for another maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, it's been approximately 10 to 15 minutes now. Vegetables are looking really good. So at this point, we're gonna add the diced tomatoes. The tomato sauce, around half to 3/4 of the jar. And at this point, I'm taking my gas to high, so because I want to get a nice boil happening. And also, we're gonna add all of the chicken broth, all 1 liter of it. Okay guys, now it's been 5 minutes. The stew is now nicely boiling. And you know that water that I set aside? So we're gonna pour that in. It's approximately 500 milliliters of it. And now we're gonna add the herbs and spices, starting off with oregano, 1 teaspoon. parsley, 1 teaspoon, and paprika, 1 teaspoon. And guys, you can always add more spices and herbs according to your taste. And we're just gonna also crack some black pepper. And those sausages we barbecued, they're all done. So what we did is we cut them up now, and we're also gonna add all the sausages into the stew. And once all the sausages are in, we're gonna put the lid on it and let it simmer on low heat for approximately 10 to 15 minutes. 5 minutes into the simmer, this item is optional. My kids really like this. We're gonna add around 2 handfuls of pasta. Any type of pasta you can add. We're adding macaroni, so we're gonna add it in. You can use any pasta that your kids like, any shape that they like. And again, we're gonna put the lid on it, keep the gas on low, and let it simmer for 10 minutes. Now the stew is almost done. There's practically 5 minutes left. Now what I'm gonna do is add the ginger, which I chopped up. It's pretty much a 1-inch chunk of ginger that I chopped up. This will give it a nice spicy flavor to the stew. Now we're gonna let this simmer for another 5 minutes with the ginger in it, and then we're gonna plate it up for you guys. And guys, here's our final product all plated up. Again, like I told you, you can eat it with garlic bread or by itself. Bon appetit! Please give this recipe a try.